What's going on, everybody? Blackberry Brad here for BearReport.com, and today's Throwback Thursday, and we're going to check out the Rim 95.7. Let's take a look. And welcome to another Throwback Thursday here at BearReport.com, where we take you back in time in the world of BlackBerry devices and check out some old school devices. Today we have a very old device. This is the Rim 95.7. Now notice I didn't say the BlackBerry 95.7, I said the Rim 95.7. Very early days of BlackBerry devices, they were referred to as Rim. So Research in Motion was the name of the company, and BlackBerry was the product of Research in Motion. And then in 2013, they changed the name to BlackBerry. This device was actually introduced in May of 2000. Now think about it, it's May of 2000. We're at recording of this video, it's August 2017. So it was pretty much 17 years ago where the Rim 95.7 was introduced by Research in Motion. Now this is a very basic device, and I say that because the only thing it could do was send pretty much internet capabilities. We're sending email, browsing the web, and you could also use PIN messaging. This does have a PIN number to it. You can communicate back and forth between other BlackBerry devices. But other than that, those are the only things you could do with the Rim 95.7. You couldn't make a phone call. You couldn't send a text message. You couldn't send a picture mail. Didn't even have a camera to it. There's no camera on this device whatsoever. And you know, again, this was a Research in Motion device. Notice a lot of the Rim branding right there and on the back as well. You didn't see that later on BlackBerry devices. If you look at the display, it is just a monochrome display, so just a black and white display, no color to it. There is a backlight to it, what does show you a little green tint to it, but other than that, there is no color to this device. No touchscreen. Everything was done through the track wheel right here. So this is how you got around the device, how you got around the icons on the home screen. This is how you got through your calendar. That's scroll up and down. You couldn't scroll left and right or anything, they're just up and down. And you could also select with the track wheel. So right now I'm in the calendar. This will allow me to kind of go back or go into a menu so I can see the previous week or different views for the calendar. Or I could also go and close the calendar. Still have the QWERTY keyboard here at the bottom of the device. Very decent keyboard if you typed on it, and was well enough for typing out long emails, long calendar appointment or task or anything like that. Nothing too crazy there. QWERTY keyboard is nice to use. Now as far as memory goes, this device had 5 megabytes of internal storage, about 512 megabytes of RAM built into it. So if we think to devices of today, like the BlackBerry Key 1, where the BlackBerry Key 1 has 32 gigs of internal memory, 3 gigs of RAM to it. This has barely even half of that, where it has just 5 megabytes of internal memory to it, and just 512 megabytes of RAM. Now keep in mind, this device wasn't doing much, so it didn't really need a lot of memory or internal storage to store anything to it. It's very just basic. Again, this was just kind of an organizational device, an email communication device that kept you going throughout your day. If you had to step away from the computer, you didn't have to worry about lugging a laptop with you or anything like that. Now, with the Rim 95.7, you could only charge it one way, and that was with the pin connector at the very bottom of the device, with the charging dock that came with it, and every Rim 95.7 box or packaging. The connector either plugged in to your computer with a very old school connector that connected right into your, I believe it was a RJ adapter or connector. Correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong, but this would plug into your computer, and then that would charge your device and also sync your device with your Microsoft Outlook or Lotus notes. You could also charge it with the AC adapter that came in the box. With the plug there in the back, that would simply just plug in there, and then you would plug the AC adapter to the wall, and it would charge the RIM 957, like so. And if and the dock had very, it was pretty much the early days of the docks that we've come accustomed to with BlackBerry devices. And, it was a bigger dock, definitely, but it's kind of started the trend of the docks or sync pods for BlackBerry devices of the future. So there you have it. That is the RIM 957 from Research in Motion for the Throwback Thursday device of this week. Make sure you check out our previous Throwback Thursday videos on bearport.com and stay tuned for more. If you have a suggestion for what device we should feature next on the Throwback Thursday episode, go ahead and send me an email, brad@bearport.com, and with your suggestion in the email, and we'll go ahead and make sure that device gets shown on the next future episode. Until then, BlackBerry Brad, out.